Vivien Leigh, the iconic star of Gone with the Wind, lived a life marked by both dazzling stardom and profound tragedy. Her portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara catapulted her to global fame, a role that seemed tailor-made for her. However, Vivien's filmography remained limited, and she faced a series of daunting health challenges that ultimately led to her untimely demise. Furthermore, her tumultuous relationship with renowned actor Laurence Olivier added another layer of complexity to her already troubled existence. Join us in this video as we delve into the poignant tragedy that defined Vivien Leigh's life. Vivien Leigh's early life was marked by a unique blend of British heritage and exotic beginnings. Her parents, Ernest and Gertrude Hartley, were both British nationals, but fate led them to spend several years in India. It was there, amidst the vibrant and culturally rich backdrop of India, that Vivien came into the world. Vivien's birthplace held a special significance in her life, and she later made a symbolic change, altering the spelling of her name to Vivien to reflect her deep connection with her place of birth. Vivien's journey into the world of acting began at the tender age of 3 when she took her first steps onto the stage. She made her debut appearance in her mother's amateur theater group, reciting the lines of Little Bo Peep. This early exposure to the world of theater would set the stage for the incredible career that awaited her. Her formative years took an interesting turn when, at the age of 7, she was sent to a Catholic boarding school near London. This period in her life was instrumental in shaping her character and instilling discipline that would later become invaluable in her acting career. The turning point came when Vivien decided to pursue her true passion: acting. Despite her mother's amateur theatrical background, her husband, Herbert Lee Holman, did not share the same enthusiasm for her ambitions. Herbert envisioned a more traditional role for Vivien as a housewife. Nevertheless, Vivien was determined to follow her dreams and enrolled in classes at the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA. While the marriage between Vivien Leigh and Herbert Lee Holman didn't stand the test of time, it was characterized by a remarkable sense of friendship and mutual care that endured throughout their lives. Despite the challenges they faced as a couple, they managed to maintain a genuine bond. This connection would become especially important for their daughter, Suzanne, who was born in October 1933, a few years before Vivien's career soared to new heights. Vivien's journey to stardom began in earnest in 1935 when she took on the role of a lifetime in the play The Mask of Virtue. It was during this production that she officially adopted the name Vivien Leigh, signaling the start of her transformation into a Hollywood legend. Her portrayal in the play earned her glowing reviews, and it wasn't long before she found herself in the spotlight, with numerous movie offers coming her way. With her undeniable talent and charisma, Vivien quickly became one of Hollywood's most adored and celebrated movie stars. By 1936, her star was on the rise, and she inked a groundbreaking $50,000 contract with the renowned film director Alexander Korda. This contract was a testament to her extraordinary talent and the demand for her presence in the entertainment industry. Despite the challenges they faced with the change in directors, Vivien Leigh and her fellow actress Olivia de Havilland, who portrayed Melanie Hamilton, sought the guidance of their previous director, George Cukor, in secret nighttime and weekend meetings. They turned to Cukor for advice on how they should approach their respective roles. This clandestine consultation with Cukor highlighted the level of dedication and commitment that Vivien and Olivia had for their performances. While Vivien Leigh formed close friendships with some of her co-stars, including Clark Gable and his wife Carole Lombard, as well as Olivia de Havilland, she experienced conflicts with Leslie Howard, who played the role of Ashley Wilkes. The emotional scenes shared between Leigh and Howard proved to be particularly challenging, and their on-screen interactions were sometimes marked by friction. The demanding shooting schedule added to the stress and emotional toll of the production. Vivien Leigh often found herself working 7 days a week, with shooting sessions that extended late into the night. The relentless pace and long hours took a toll on her physical and emotional well-being. Amidst the trials of filming and the pressure of portraying such an iconic character, Vivien Leigh missed her partner Laurence Olivier, who was working in New York City during this time. In a heartfelt, long-distance telephone call to Olivier, she candidly expressed her frustrations, declaring, "Puss, my puss, how I hate film acting. Hate, and never want to do another film again." This poignant statement underscored the immense challenges she faced during the production of Gone with the Wind. In a 2006 biography of Laurence Olivier, Olivia de Havilland vehemently defended Leigh against claims of erratic or manic behavior during the production of the iconic film. She asserted, "Vivien was impeccably professional, impeccably disciplined on Gone with the Wind. She had two great concerns: doing her best work in an extremely difficult role and being separated from Laurence Olivier, who was in New York." This statement shed light on the fact that Vivien's primary focus during filming was delivering an exceptional performance as Scarlett O'Hara and navigating the emotional challenges of being apart from her partner, Olivier. Gone with the Wind catapulted Vivien Leigh to immediate attention and fame. The film's sweeping success and her portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara established her as a true Hollywood star. However, despite the fame and recognition, Vivien was steadfast in her belief about the nature of her profession. She made it clear that she saw herself not as a mere film star, but as an actress dedicated to her craft. She emphasized the distinction between the superficiality of being a film star, with its false life, lived for fake values and for publicity, and the enduring artistry of acting. Vivien's statement reflected her commitment to the art of acting and her desire to take on diverse and meaningful roles throughout her career. The critical acclaim and recognition that Vivien Leigh received for her performance in Gone with the Wind underscored her exceptional talent and dedication. The film earned an impressive 10 Academy Awards, including the prestigious Best Actress Award for Vivien. This accolade served as a testament to her remarkable ability to bring the complex character of Scarlett O'Hara to life. In addition to the Oscar, Vivien also received the New York Film Critics Circle Award for Best Actress, further solidifying her status as one of the preeminent actresses of her time. You might not know this. The casting of Scarlett O'Hara, one of the most iconic roles in cinematic history, in the epic film Gone with the Wind, was nothing short of a Hollywood legend in itself. In the late 1930s, Hollywood was abuzz with excitement and anticipation, as the search for the actress to portray the iconic character Scarlett O'Hara in David O. Selznick's epic production of Gone with the Wind reached a fever pitch. The role of Scarlett O'Hara was one of the most coveted and highly publicized casting searches in cinematic history, drawing the attention of moviegoers and industry insiders alike. At the time, Myon Selnik, a prominent figure in Hollywood and the brother of the legendary producer David O. Selznick, held the key role of being the London representative of the Myon Selnik Agency. This agency was a powerhouse in the entertainment industry, representing some of the most notable talents of the era. Vivien Leigh, who was not yet a household name in Hollywood, was under the representation of Myon Selnik's agency. In February 1938, she took a bold and audacious step by approaching Myon Selnik with a request that would ultimately change the course of her career. She expressed her desire to be considered for the highly coveted role of Scarlett O'Hara in the upcoming film adaptation of Margaret Mitchell's novel Gone with the Wind. This request from Vivien Leigh was significant for several reasons. Firstly, it was not common for relatively unknown actresses from outside Hollywood to vie for such high-profile roles. Secondly, the role of Scarlett O'Hara was not just any role. It was the kind of role that could define an actress's career and make her a cinematic legend. Vivien's bold request was a testament to her unwavering ambition, determination, and belief in her own talent. In February 1938, Selznick watched Vivien's performances in Fire Over England and A Yank at Oxford, and was duly impressed with her acting prowess. However, he initially considered her too British to portray the quintessentially Southern Scarlett O'Hara. This characterization posed a potential roadblock for Vivien, as it suggested that her British background might hinder her chances of landing the role. Undaunted by this initial setback, Vivien Leigh embarked on a journey to Los Angeles, not only to be with Olivier, but also to convince David O. Selznick that she was, in fact, the ideal candidate for the part. This marked the beginning of her relentless pursuit of the role that would come to define her career. Myon Selnik, who represented both Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier, played a pivotal role in the unfolding drama. When he met Vivien, he was struck by her unique qualities and believed that she possessed the very attributes that his brother was seeking for the role of Scarlett. This support from someone within the Selznick family added a crucial layer of credibility to Vivien's campaign for the role. In what would become a legendary moment in Hollywood history, Myon Selnik orchestrated a carefully staged encounter on the set where the dramatic scene of the burning of the Atlanta depot was being filmed. He introduced Vivien Leigh to his younger brother David Selznick in a rather derisive and theatrical manner, addressing him as, "Hey genius, meet your Scarlett O'Hara." This dramatic introduction may have appeared audacious, but it left a lasting impression on David Selznick and contributed to the legend surrounding Vivien's casting. The following day, Vivien Leigh read a scene for Selznick, who was clearly intrigued by her performance. He organized a screen test with director George Cukor, which would prove pivotal in securing her the role. In a letter to his wife, Selznick revealed, "She's the Scarlet Dark Horse and looks damn good. Not for anyone's ear but your own. It's narrowed down to Paulette Goddard, Jean Arthur, Joan Bennett, and Vivien Leigh." George Cukor, the director, echoed Selznick's sentiments, praising Vivien's incredible wildness that perfectly suited the complex character of Scarlett O'Hara. The filming of Gone with the Wind proved to be a challenging and emotionally taxing experience for Vivien Leigh, who had successfully secured the role of Scarlett O'Hara after fierce competition. The production was marked by its complexity, changes in leadership, and the intensity of the filming process itself. Early in the production, George Cukor was the director responsible for guiding Vivien Leigh and the rest of the cast. However, tensions arose on set, leading to Cukor's dismissal. He was replaced by Victor Fleming, which marked a significant change in the dynamic of the production. Leigh, in particular, found herself frequently at odds with Fleming, leading to frequent quarrels between them. The intersection of Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier's lives marked a pivotal moment in both their personal and professional journeys. Laurence Olivier, widely regarded as one of England's most revered actors, was drawn to one of Vivien's performances by an irresistible magnetism. The sheer brilliance of her talent left him absolutely captivated, prompting him to arrange a meeting backstage to offer his heartfelt congratulations. This encounter would prove to be the spark that ignited a passionate and tumultuous love story, forever etched in the annals of Hollywood history. It was during this period, after their first meeting, that Vivien confided in a close friend with a prophetic declaration. "I'm going to marry him someday." This bold prediction, seemingly audacious at the time, would prove to be astonishingly accurate and set the stage for a romance that would captivate the world. The love affair between Vivien and Laurence began to flourish, despite the complications of both being married to other people at the time. Their undeniable connection and shared passion for the craft of acting transcended the boundaries of their existing commitments. Their relationship was clandestine and fueled by a magnetic attraction that was impossible to deny. In 1936, fate took a dramatic turn when Vivien and Laurence were cast as love interests in the film Fire Over England. This casting decision, while a cinematic dream come true for many fans, sent shockwaves through the studio. Studio executives were horrified to discover that the film's leading actors were involved in an off-screen affair, fearing that their careers would be jeopardized by the scandalous revelation. In the same year, 1936, when they had set the stage for their love story, Laurence made a momentous decision. He chose to leave his wife Jill and their infant son, Tarquin, in pursuit of a future with Vivien. Simultaneously, Vivien made a similar life-altering choice, parting ways with her husband, Herbert, and their daughter, Suzanne. It was a time marked by heart-wrenching decisions, as they both had to choose between love and family, passion and convention. In retrospect, Vivien would later reflect on her decision, saying, "I loved my baby as every mother does, but with the clear-cut sincerity of youth, I realized I could not abandon all thought of a career. Some force within myself would not be denied expression." This introspective statement underlined the depth of her commitment to her craft and her determination to forge her own path, even at the expense of traditional family roles. Despite their undeniable love for each other, Laurence and Vivien found themselves physically separated for a time. In 1938, Laurence was in California filming Wuthering Heights. During this period of longing and separation, their passionate love letters to each other painted a vivid picture of their intense emotions. One such letter from Laurence read, "I woke up absolutely raging with desire for you, my love. Oh, dear God, how I did want you. I love you with, everything somehow, with a special kind of soul." Their correspondence revealed the depth of their connection and the intensity of their yearning for each other. As fate would have it, Vivien eventually joined Laurence in California a few weeks later, driven partially by her love for him and partially by her unwavering ambition. She confided in a friend, saying, "Partially because Larry's there, and partially because I intend to get the part of Scarlett O'Hara." This determination to secure the iconic role of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind would later become a defining moment in her career. Their love story culminated in a whirlwind civil ceremony in Santa Barbara, California, in September 1940. Actress Katharine Hepburn, a close friend of the couple, played a significant role in their special day by driving them to the service. This wedding marked the official union of two of Hollywood's brightest stars and solidified their status as one of the most iconic couples in the history of cinema. Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier embarked on a captivating and vibrant journey together, a life filled with all the glamour, extravagance, and whirlwind experiences that Hollywood had to offer. Their world was a mesmerizing blend of movie sets, theatrical tours, high fashion, and the opulent soirees that defined Hollywood's golden era. The couple was not just a fixture at Hollywood parties. They were known for hosting lavish dinner parties and poolside gatherings that attracted the crème de la crème of the entertainment industry. Their charisma and magnetic presence ensured that their social circle was always brimming with fellow stars and influential figures. However, beneath the glitz and glamour, Vivien Leigh's life was far from uncomplicated. Her career was marked by sporadic appearances in films due to the challenges posed by her bipolar disorder. This mental health condition, characterized by severe mood swings, affected her ability to work consistently, despite her immense talent and desire to do so. The unpredictability of her condition meant that she couldn't always pursue acting as frequently as she wished. Another source of stress in Vivien's life was her desire to match the formidable reputation of her husband, Laurence Olivier, as an actor. The couple's shared passion for their craft was a double-edged sword. While it provided them with a deep connection, it also created immense pressure for Vivien to live up to the high standards set by Olivier. The relentless pursuit of excellence added to the emotional turmoil she experienced in her career. Adding to Vivien's personal challenges were the heartbreaks of at least 2 miscarriages, which took a toll on her emotionally and physically. These painful experiences further complicated her already tumultuous life. Additionally, Vivien's relationship with her daughter, Suzanne, was strained, as Suzanne was primarily cared for by her former husband, Herbert. This separation from her daughter, whom she dearly loved, was another source of anguish for Vivien. In the context of her time, mental health was not openly discussed or understood as it is today. Vivien Leigh faced the additional burden of feeling compelled to keep her struggles with bipolar disorder a secret. The stigma surrounding mental health issues in the entertainment industry during her era left her terrified of revealing the truth about her condition. Unlike modern-day actors like Catherine Zeta-Jones and Carrie Fisher, who have been open about their mental health challenges, Vivien Leigh navigated a Hollywood landscape where such discussions were fraught with potential career repercussions. The mid-1940s marked a challenging period in Vivien Leigh's life as she grappled with both physical and mental health issues. In 1945, she faced a severe case of tuberculosis, a highly contagious and potentially deadly lung disease. This debilitating illness forced her to take a hiatus from her career, leaving her unable to work for an entire year. The physical toll of tuberculosis was undoubtedly formidable, but it was her ongoing battle with bipolar disorder that proved to be the most destructive force in her life. Bipolar disorder, characterized by extreme mood swings between debilitating depression and manic phases of euphoria and energy, posed an ongoing and formidable challenge for Vivien. The unpredictability of her mood swings could be paralyzing, making it difficult for her to maintain a stable and consistent work schedule, despite her immense talent and desire to continue acting. In 1951, Vivien took on the iconic and Oscar-winning role of Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire. This role, in many ways, mirrored the tumultuous nature of her own life, as she portrayed a character dealing with madness, vulnerability, and mania. Kendra Bean aptly noted that it almost felt as if Vivien and Blanche were one and the same. Her performance in this role, Shoka said, her incredible depth as an actress, drawing from her own experiences and inner struggles to bring Blanche to life on screen. During this era, there were limited treatment options available for mental illness, and electric shock therapy was one of the few interventions used. The lack of understanding and effective treatments for bipolar disorder further compounded the challenges Vivien faced in managing her condition. Despite their shared love for the world of acting and their magnetic connection, Laurence Olivier and Vivien Leigh's marriage ultimately reached a breaking point. In 1960, they made the difficult decision to end their marriage, marking the conclusion of a union that had once been the epitome of Hollywood glamour and passion. A year later, Laurence found love again and married actress Joan Plowright, while Vivien also embarked on a new chapter in her life, marrying Jack Merivale. Despite the relentless challenges posed by her worsening mental health, Vivien Leigh displayed remarkable resilience by continuing to work on stage. Her unwavering dedication to her craft was evident as she pushed herself to perform, even as her bipolar disorder grew increasingly debilitating. Her talent and commitment shone through in her stage performances, captivating audiences with her remarkable presence and skill. Vivien Leigh's final foray into film was in 1965, when she starred in Ship of Fools. It was a testament to her enduring passion for acting that she took on this role despite the resurgence of her tuberculosis, which had initially forced her to step away from her career years earlier. Unfortunately, her tuberculosis returned, and on July 8, 1967, at the age of 53, the world bid farewell to this iconic actress. Laurence Olivier, her former husband and one of the most celebrated actors of his time, wrote candidly about Vivien's battle with mental illness in his autobiography. He referred to her struggle as being possessed by that uncannily evil monster, manic depression, with its deadly, ever-tightening spirals. Olivier's poignant words revealed the profound impact of Vivien's condition on their lives, both personally and professionally. Despite the tumultuous nature of their relationship, he recognized her remarkable ability to conceal her true mental state from almost everyone except him. This poignant revelation shed light on the complexity of her journey, her strength in the face of adversity, and the depth of their connection. The news of Vivien Leigh's passing sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, and her death was deeply mourned. In a touching tribute to the legendary actress, every theater in London's West End extinguished its marquee lights for 1 hour upon the announcement of her passing. It was a symbolic gesture that spoke to the profound impact she had on the world of theater and film. What do you think about Vivien Leigh's tragic life? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.